Scary Story Hour. I'm so glad you're back. Please subscribe. Okay, now, my special guest is here, and his poop machine is right over my head, or my face. So, if in the middle of the video he poops on my eyes, don't laugh at me. But I know you will anyway. So what's the point of even telling me? Okay, I will be reading Junie B and the Sneaky Peeky Spying, Chapter 8. Don't worry, we're almost done. There's 2 more chapters to read. Okay. Chapter 8, Grandparents' Day. Ow, sunshine. Mrs. went back to room 9. That's because the bell rang to start kindergarten, of course. Only principal didn't let me go too. He said to stay on my wood chair. Then he called Mother on the telephone and he told her about the grocery store and also about my Sneaky Peeky Spying. Principal is a squealer. After that, Mother said she wanted to talk to me. Only when I said hi, she didn't even say hi back. She said she wasn't very happy with me. Missy, no more spying means no more spying, and we would talk about this after her work. Then Mother said she never wants me to get any more phone calls from Principal. Did I understand? Did I? I looked at Principal. Mother says not to call her anymore, I told him. Then Mother did a loud groan on the phone, except I don't know why. After that, me and her hanged up. The Principal said I could go to room 9. And so I run there speedy quick. Only 'cause too bad for me, 'cause I got there too late to sing my country to the sweet land of River Free, which is my favorite flag song. So I just had to sit down at my table. That's all. I showed Lucille my Band-Aid. See, my head's not gonna blow up, I said very happy. Too bad, said a mean boy named Jim. I made a fist at him. Then me and him got into a scuffle. A scuffle is a school word for I accidentally tore a shirt. Only guess what? I didn't even get in trouble. 'Cause then the grandparents came to room 9 for Grandparents' Day. Hey, there's mine! There's mine! I called her very excited. Mine is the grandpa with the baldy head. Mine too, said a girl named Charlotte. Mine too, said my boyfriend named Ricardo. Then a grandma with blonde hair came in. And she had long red fingernails and dangling earrings with jewels on them. That's my Nana, said Lucille. I smiled at her. Your Nana looks like a money bag, Lucille, I said. After that, another grandma came in, and she ran over to that Jim I hate. And she tried to hug him very tight. Only that mean Jim just kept on standing there. And I didn't even, and he didn't even hug her back. I tapped on her. I will hug you, I said. And so then me and her hugged real tight. I hate your grandboy, I said very sweet. Just then Mrs. clapped her loud hands together and she made the grandparents sit down in the back of the room. Then the children talked all about what we did in room 9. It is fun here, said my bestest friend, that Grace. We learn to count and we read and to wash our hands after we go to the bathroom, and we learn recess and snacks and art, said Ricardo. Art is my favorite, I called out. Only my art didn't get hanged up, 'cause I painted a horse and his head turned out like a fat wiener sausage. So I had to tear it up and stomp on it with my shoes. Then that mean Jim did a cuckoo sign at me. This is the picture. You can see in the background all the grandparents. There's that mean Jim that Junie B hates. And then there's his grandma. And that's Junie B hugging her like a dork. Oh, man. It's Lucille's grandma right there. See? And it was right in front of the whole entire... Wait, what? And it was right in front of the whole entire grandparents. You know, only everybody makes mistakes, I said. Right, missus? Right? 'Cause on Saturday you kissed a strange man at the grocery store, and then you stole a bunch of grapes, and so even teachers make mistakes, right?
Oh, God.
Mrs. face went funny. Then her skin turned the color of reddish, and her voice couldn't say any words. How come you're not talking, missus? I hollered out. Does that dead cat got your tongue? Just then my Grandma Miller made a loud laugh in the back of the room, and I heard my grandpa laugh too. And pretty soon lots of other grandparents were laughing and laughing. Hey, it sounds happy in this place, I hollered. After that, Mrs. didn't look so reddish anymore, and we got out the refreshments, and Grandma Miller helped me put my cookies on a plate, and Mrs. made an announcement to mine, and she said only 2 cookies apiece for children. Except for I ate 4 delicious chocolate ones, and nobody even saw me. And only that's not called stealing. That's called extras. After the freshmans, the grandparents had to go home to their houses, and so I hugged my grandma and grandpa very much. Then I hugged that mean Jim's grandma too. And after Lucille's money bag Nana, and also Lucille's money bag Nana. Love your earrings, I said. Then Mrs. saw me being polite, and she smiled very nice at me. Mrs. has white teeth, and they are just like Grandma Miller's teeth. Only hers don't come out, I think. Except I'm not even sure positive. And guess what? I still wish I could hide in her hamper. Actually, that's the end of the book. I thought there'd be 10 chapters, like normal Junie B's, but that's the end. Thanks for listening, and remember, subscribe.